Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to be playing a game called Save the Date today. I believe it's only a small one, should only take about an hour to complete. I don't know whether I'll be doing this in one episode or two, but we'll see how we go. Ring ring apparently. Felicia, hello. Oh, you're early, you must be calling about tonight. I meant to ask where we were meeting. I know we were planning on having a dinner, but we never decided where. Where are we having dinner? Okay, options. Do burgers, sound good? How about Thai food? I think tonight needs to be taco night. Actually, I don't think we want to meet some sign after all. Pass. How do burgers sound? Sounds good. See you at the Burger Shack. Oh well, everything smells so good. I have my doubts when mentioning this place. It's out of the way, and I'm kind of a sketch, and in a kind of a sketchy neighbourhood. But this looks great. I think I'll have the bacon burger with extra ketchup. What will you have? Yeah, okay. Cheddar cheese with bacon. Why not? Your meal is served and you both dig in. After a few bites to the shop, she stops eating and looks wistful. Wistful? I don't know. My dad would have loved this place. He would have been right at home. He really loved burgers and this place has a great ambience. She sighs and pokes her burger. What happened to your dad? Or say nothing and keep eating. What happened to your dad? She rolls your question with a brittle smile. Okay. We left Mum and I when I was 6. She looks directly at you for the first time since the meal was served. I'm sorry I didn't mean to dump that on you out of the blue. I'm just not used to thinking about it. I honestly don't think it's ever come up since we moved here. Mum still tries to call him sometimes, but I... If it's easier if I just don't think about it. She gives you a much warmer smile this time. Okay, good for her. But enough about my personal soap opera life. I refuse to be upset in the face of such a delicious hamburger. Takes another big bite out of the burger. So I've been thinking lately about school and what comes after. You can hear some kind of commotion coming from outside. Felicia cranes her neck to try and see. What's going on? Is something happening out there? Sounded like someone shouting. It probably shouldn't concern us. Suddenly there's a loud noise from outside, a succession of loud bangs, like a string of firecrackers going off. Someone's getting shot by the sounds of it. It takes you a moment for the red stain spreading across her shirt to register. Felicia looks down in uncomprehending shock. I'm not surprised, she's been shot. I think I've been shot. No shit. Then, ever so slowly, she tumbles into the booth. You're vaguely aware You're aware of more sounds of gunfire from outside, but all you can hear is Felicia's labouring breathing. Each ragged breath sounds louder than anything else in the world. It might have been minutes or centuries later when the ambulance arrived. A kind man whose sad eyes loads her onto the gurney and rushes her off. He tells you not to worry, that everything will be alright, but you both know he is lying. You heard the ragged breathing stop and you saw the light fade out of her eyes. You never do find out what caused the gunfire in the street, some gang scuffle or drug deal gone wrong or something. All you saw was a terrible aftermath. The end! Your day has ended in disaster. Yeah, no shit. Okay, so presumably the point of this is to make it go right. So if we do that again, exactly the same, but this time, if we change that last option, Here we go. Oh, I've got a third option this time. Okay, it's important I need to use the duck now. Let's go with that one. It says you blood from her, not sure if you're joking or not, then it awkwardly hunches over. It's a loud sound from outside, an explosion of plaster showers down from the wall, and she was sitting in front of moments ago. Oh my god, was that gunfire? Did you just save my life? What? How did you know that was going to happen? I didn't, I was just making a joke and I guess we got lucky. I'm actually a wizard. I'm actually from the future. I'm psychic. I reloaded from a saved game. Let's go for that one. What's that supposed to be? I don't understand what you just said. What exactly do you mean reloaded? Nothing, I guess. Sorry, I was making a joke. Ignore me. I mean, this is a video game. You died. I got the game over. So I tried to hit reload so I could try a different choice. Let's go for that. Sounds kind of far-fetched, but wow, would it be nice just to be able to hit reload on our mistakes, huh? So if it did, so don't take this the wrong way, but I still think you're sort of full of it. Although I do really appreciate the parts where you know, saved my life and all, but I didn't understand why you then turn around and give such an implausible explanation how you did it. That's what I did. The whole thing just feels like one big setup or super elaborate practical joke. Like, as soon as something embarrassing is said, that I believe you. In cameraman will jump out and there will be streamers. There will be streamers. And the next thing you know, I'm the next YouTube sensation. Colour Will with 6 million hits. Okay then, here's what we'll do. Think of a word as an interesting one. Yeah, I don't really know what to tell you, sorry. Let's go for the top one. Okay, got it now once. Tell me what your word is. What's your word? Synergy. Let's go for that one. No, it wasn't. I was just going to, yeah, I guess you're right, sorry, it's not very good at this. I'm not, I just needed to know for next time. What's that supposed to be for what for next time what? For next time I reload my save, for next time we have this conversation, it doesn't matter. You're about to die anyway, sorry I couldn't save you this time. For next time I reload my save, what do you think, you just back up and reload your life every time you make a mistake? Okay, then go ahead, I think you're full of it. You've seen you make mistakes before, so you live with them, the same as the rest of us. If you think you just back up and fix everything, go ahead, I'll wait. I'm waiting, ... I'm just going to sit there all night now or what, so I thought you were going to reload or whatever. I'm going to give it time. I changed my mind. I wanted to see what happened here before I reload. Okay, I lied to you. I was just making things up. I'm not waiting for an actual game over, but to make sure I haven't missed any important details for this conversation. Let's go with that one. What does that even mean? If I say game over to you, does that count? This is the weirdest dinner ever. Suddenly everything goes white and you're flying through air. Everything then goes blank. You find out later from the hospital there was a gas explosion. Striking with the luck of the mindless, one of the bullets managed to hit the fuel line from the gas substance. You're shaken and bruised, but ultimately okay. Sadly, they could not be self-released. The best thing the doctors could tell you was that at least it was quick, but sadly she did not survive. Your day was a disaster. Oh my fucking god. Oh, okay. Right, so let's do all that again, but change it. Cheeseburger. What happened to your dad? Okay, support on you, use your duck. So I'm actually a wizard. Are you serious? Well, you just gonna suddenly everything goes white and flying through and he goes black. Okay, it just comes to that bit sooner. Right. So I'm thinking the burger joint isn't the place to go. Everything seems to go bang, which ultimately isn't what we want. Maybe that's better. How about Thai food? I've never had Thai, so that's fun. I've always wanted to try Thai food, this will be fun. Are you ready to order? I think so. This picture for Pad Thai looks amazing. I think I'll have that. What you have it? Excuse me. Sounds good. I'll have an extra choice. May I compliment you on your class of taste? Okay, eventually did a rice which dives into me with surprising gusto. Oh, this is delicious. We should have done this a long time ago. So glad you're able to be so. You know why I wanted to do this? No. Well, she actually looks flustered for a moment. I really wanted to ask you, well, get on with it. Sorry, this is hard to say. Pauses for a moment and takes a deep breath. Really hard to say. I'm not feeling. Were there peanuts in this dish or something? I don't. She topples face first onto her food. The rest of the evening is a blurred ambulance of yelling, and somehow you feel like you already know what's coming. You're not really surprised when the Asian-faced medical technician comes over to tell you what you basically know. She has a severe penis allergy, and they killed her. The end. Your latest ended in a disaster. Oh my giddy aunt. Is there any way to get through this without killing the poor wench? Let's go for Thai food. Blah blah blah. Right, let's not go for the Pad Thai, because that killed the silly cow last time. Actually, the Pad Thai is peanut. Wait, for real? Oh wow, I'm glad you told me. I'm actually so super allergic to peanuts. This could have been really bad. No shit! Actually, it was kind of silly how they found out. When I was little, I saw elephants on TV and decided that I wanted to be an elephant when I grew up. As you do. So I ate some peanuts that my dad had left out. And my face swelled up and got all puffy, and I was convinced at the time that I was turning into an elephant, just like I planned. Yeah, because that's how it works. Science. So I stood into the living room with my face like twice its normal size and said out, "Look mama, look dada, I'm going to be an elephant." After I got back from the emergency room, we laughed about that for years. She looked almost wasteful. But how did you know I was allergic? I don't think I've ever told anyone at school. Okay, so these are similar to last time. I said I didn't know I was just making a joke. I guess we got lucky. Wow, that's some luck. Maybe you should try and buy a lottery ticket or something. Maybe I should have you buy me a lottery ticket or something. Anyway, where were we? Actually, I think maybe we should go all of us at this place because we know what it is. On with our fine dinner. Let's go for that. She seems a bit spooked by her near-death experience, and you finish out the meal talking about meaningless trivialities. Suddenly the restaurant is full of yelling and there is a shiny piece of metal flying everywhere. Your last thought is something like, why are there ninjas in a Thai restaurant? Ninjas are Japanese. Before you hit the head with a nunchuck and everything goes dark. You never do find out what the attack was all about. Some kind of underworld power struggle, oddly themed gang warfare, sinister Naruto cosplay, okay. In the end it doesn't really matter, 12 people died in the attack. Felicia was one of them. And you never found out what it was all about. For fuck's sake, will this wench stop dying? I mean, Jesus fucking Christ. I wonder. I'm going to try this one more time before I give it a day. Call it a day. Ring, ring, ring. Hello. Oh, you're early. You must be calling about tonight. Blah, 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 blah. Let's say, actually, I don't think we need to meet up tonight after all. She seems certain that you cancel our plans. When you see her next day, she's friendly enough, but there's a barrier between you now. You're very friendly acquaintances, but that's as far as it ever goes. You never manage to ask her to dinner again. Eventually she starts seeing someone else. Years later they have started a life together and are extremely happy. Try not to envy them, but sometimes you wonder if things might have gone differently. Yes, you never got a day. Well, anyway, okay. I'm going to leave this episode here and I will do the rest in another, because it is an hour long episode and I don't want to spend too much time trying to cram it into one video. And thank you everybody for watching, and I will see you all next time.